So regarding the methodology for the first stage, Planet 4 team did a qualitative user testing with an agency called UX Studio. They did 14 moderated user tests, so 7 on prototype 1 and 7 on prototype 2. And the tests were conducted remotely and also in person with a mixed sample of users from Americas, Asia, and also Europe. Regarding the selected users, so 14 people were selected, and they were male, 5 male, 7 female, 1 non-binary, and 1 prefer not to say. And about the generation, we can see that 9 people were from the Gen Z, which is 18, between 18 and 24 years old. And the Gen Y is 25 years old between and 35. Regarding the engagement, we can see that 6 people were have a low engagement, 4 were medium, and 4 high. So the UX Studio did the recruitment of the participants, and 4 people were from America, so North and South America, 5 from Asia, and 5 from Europe. So now about the key findings, we can see that the Planet 4 concept meets a need. Most participants reacted with super enthusiasm to the prototypes. They say that having access to a collection of daily challenges and the possibility to track their progress would encourage them to incorporate these actions of these types of actions in their daily life. So we have here some interesting quotes from the users, but I'm not gonna read everything. But for instance, one of them say that she definitely would help her to share more content and raise awareness among friends and also other people who are not that much involved, which is really, really good to see. Also from the users, they had really diverse views about Greenpeace. Some recognize that it's one of the main and among the most respected actors in the defense of environmental causes, but others see the organization as too radical or patronizing, or sometimes too much focused on collecting signatures and money donations. However, after interacting with the prototype, most of these critical users expressed that such platform could indeed make them interact more with the organization and possibly change their perspective. So it could be a way to gain new supporters with the Planet 4 platform. When it comes to engagement and user motivation, a majority of users said that they like the impact section and that it would boost their motivation to continue taking actions on a daily basis. Some of them imagine themselves coming back to look at their progress and find out what other actions they can take. They are more likely to create an account after having seen their impact also. And then they can see the list of some completed tasks that they took, and seeing how much waste was collecting during a cleaning event or the social reach of their post are something that it's really interesting for them. At the end of each test, we ask testers what features they like the most and should be prioritized. So the most successful was the challenges for both prototypes. For the first one, it was specifically time-based challenges. And for the second one, it was more personalized challenges based on their interest. So yeah, we can see that the time-based challenge feature has been frequently highlighted in a very positive note. And most users show preference for shorter challenges than more longer challenges. So here we can see a small graph that says like 10 to 30 minutes challenges are more preferable than 1 to 2 hours, for instance, because it needs more commitment. So the users mainly prefers the shorter task. In second position, we have the progress tracking feature. So for instance, the possibility to track the progress of their actions taken. And also they can see the completed action like petition sign, plastic beach event cleaning here. The campaign progression with some figures, and also the event impact. In the third position, we have the curated articles, because users are definitely interested in read articles based on their interest. In the fourth position, we have the impact visualization feature. So for instance, we can see the progress also with the actions completed on plastic issues, but also the amount of waste that they did during the social event, and the social reach as well. In the fifth position, we have the social sharing. So share the actions that the users did on Facebook or on Instagram, for instance. It was mainly appreciated. And last but not least, the local events, like finding a beach cleaning event nearby users' location, so that they can see what local content they can have in the platform. Regarding the specific challenges, we can see that the users are more attracted to one-time challenges like the beach cleaning event. So they are more interested in having tangible outcomes against become a volunteer or join a local group, which is more vague to them. So we can see, for instance, here that the beach cleaning received more interest than those two, join a local group or become a volunteer. And about the sign up, so we asked the user if they were willing to have an account on Greenpeace to save their data and get more personalized content. So in majority, yes, which is really positive. So we can see that the impact screen here triggers a certain excitement and a feeling of ownership in most of the interviewed users. So they drive them to tap on the Save My Impact button on the prototype. So again, we have a lot of interesting comments from the user. And we also asked when the user is ready to sign up. So basically it was more after completed couple of actions and seen their impact. So which is the case in the first prototype. So the first one presents a higher conversion, but also on the other hand, showing an option to sign up after the first action has also its benefits, since not everyone will take multiple actions. And the main problem with the prototype 2 was that it forced the user to sign up before testing the product. So it had a lower conversion rate for the sign up. So here we can see the journey from the first prototype. So here we can see that users could test the features, the personalized features before signing up, but not in the prototype 2. So in the first prototype, when presented with the Save Your Impact button, users said that they will be interested in creating an account at this stage. They think that, for instance, Anne from Belgium thinks that she will receive challenges and news. Marie from France will be interested in creating an account so she can receive emails or notification to the challenges, or remind her to take action, but first need to see the platform before creating an account. So the difference between the first one and the second one was, in the first one, 86% of the users would create an account, and in the second one, only 43%. However, there is a strong desire for sign-up content, because we can see that they are really interested in local events, for instance, or setting their objectives for the challenges, and also personalized content in general. So we also had a user profile section in the second prototype. So we can see that most of the users reach this profile section and define it in an intuitive manner. So in this section, we can see that we have notification. We can see also the progression of the users, see the challenges that they took, and set their objectives with the settings. We also tested a different way to provide achievements to the users with badges and gamification mechanics. So most users recognize that the mechanics of badges and respond rather positively to it, saying this feature would probably motivate other people to engage more with the platform. But on the other hand, some users expressed that they were more interested in seeing the outcomes or impact of these actions. Some of them were not happy about gamifying something serious like protecting the environment. And some of them were concerned that badges might make people feel content after a few actions. So this feedback is really interesting, but I think we can definitely improve the gamification mechanics if we want to provide users with this kind of experience. But we really need to dig into this kind of feature, because it's not that simple, and yeah. So in summary, users would like actionable tips for their daily life, more localized content, and also see outcomes of the petitions, more sources and facts for articles, and an alternative to percentage for their impact, because it was not that meaningful for them, like to see the progression with the percentage. So we definitely should improve that part. Also, it was hard for people to tell where they are after a few screens, so they would like to see some navigation elements. For the sign up, again, we can see that it was maybe too early and it was not clear what they were signed up to. And then, yeah, the gamification mechanics are not that clear for users and can be improved. So those are the main improvements that we can focus on for the next stages.